Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. My sound is good. Thank you so much for letting me know, Luan. So sorry for the late start today. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We are here nonetheless. All right. So good morning to everyone who is on YouTube. And good morning to everyone as well who is on TikTok. Welcome back to 215 Trades, basically the home of the 215 technique. And here today we will be looking for some entries here on Euro, USD, and also XAU USD. So let me just clear my let's clear my DXY chart up. Pretty decent. Yesterday was a good day. Which item is locked? Yesterday was a good day, especially for DXY. I didn't think did I take an entry on gold yesterday? I can't recall. Remember if I took an entry yesterday on gold. No, I think gold moved so aggressively. It basically shattered my zones. But nonetheless, I'm here again today. So guys, remember to hit that like button and hit that share button. And definitely subscribe if you're on TikTok or if you're on YouTube. All right, so I'm just gonna dive into it now. I'm just gonna apply the 215 zone, mark out the 215 zone here on EU first, and then as soon as I'm finished with that, I will go ahead and mark it out here on gold. For the interim, I think I need to put my Mark my zone out as well here on gold. Just need to put my POI because that's the 630 candle here, but price is falling down, which is good. You'd expect that after the massive up push. Also as well, let me just put my disclaimer here to everyone. So that's my channel as well for those who are on TikTok. And then we can get right into it. I feel hyper for today. I feel like today is going to be a very lovely day today, both on EU and also on gold. All right. All right, so let's begin. All right, so the 630 price here on Euro USD, what is at that point of interest price right there. All right, so you can see that I have highlighted it and I've referred to it as my point of interest. So now I'm just going to measure 7 pips from that point of interest downwards. Hold on, let me zoom out a bit so I can get a bit better control of this. It does look yeah, it does look really far. That's fine though. So that's going to be my sell line right there. Doing the same thing on the reverse as well. Let's put it right here. Should be on the 15-minute time frame though, so I can see it better, to be honest. Let's switch it to the 15-minute time frame. So this is going to be my bar line. Oh, hey Luan, I just see you over there on TikTok as well. Nice. You guys can just hit that like button as well. I think I'm only at 50 likes on TikTok, so if you guys can just hit that like button as well, get my likes up to about 100. I would really appreciate that. All right, so this is going to be my 215 zone here on EU. What's this? Okay, so I'm just gonna put an alert here on my buy line, and I'm gonna put an alert here on my sell line. Now I'm not gonna be doing any early entries, try to get any early entries here on EU. I'm going to wait perfectly for the position to confirm before actually taking entries. Tried to take an early entry yesterday, got spanked, but in the end, when the correct 215 setup was confirmed, it was pretty decent, pretty decent. So sticking to the rules today, 110%. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 trades, please ensure you go ahead and do so. Okay, live there now as well. All right, so we have that. Let's quickly go to the 30-minute time frame here. Good morning to you, Sylvia. Find the 30-minute supports, so forth, and 30-minute resistance. I'm going to use that section right here as my 30-minute support. So that's going to be my 30-minute support right there, and here's going to be my 30-minute. Oh, so the 30-minute support and resistance are pretty close to the range. All right. Okay. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, see what we're looking at. So we can clearly see this 1 hour. You can clearly see this 1 hour resistance right here. So I'm just gonna highlight that. Okay, and one, we just have this as well. Gonna use that section right there. That's a 1 hour support. The range does look quite smaller today on EU. Yesterday there was a bit more space in between these support and resistance on the higher time frames. Doesn't matter though. All right, let's go. So this is going to be the 4 hour. The 4 hour resistance, and then I'll put here as the 4 hour support right here. I will, if I do take an entry, I will still manage it as it should be managed in regards to move into move into PE once price come into my my 30-minute support there. I could say I have my alerts on my sell area and my buy area. So ultimately, what I want to see happen, or what I'll be waiting for, is that I'll wait for a price for a candle to close below my 215 zone, or for a candle to close above my 215 zone. And if it does do that, then I will go for an entry in that direction. And then on the for additional confluence, I'll also use the DXY price movement as well. Based on how the DXY is moving as well, that will also help me in deciding if the entry that I'm taking is a good entry, because DXY is the total opposite of EU. So depending on which direction DXY is going in, how aggressive it's going in that direction. So if it goes up, then I should see EU coming down. So that's the general idea of keeping DXY on. So let's just put that right there for right now. Is anyone currently in any positions at the moment? All right, so I'm going to do goal in a minute. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to set something up here on. Nice. All right, so I just added just my backup account there on TikTok. All right, good. Official KC. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, good. So I just added that account in the bottom on TikTok, so you guys can see that second account. That's going to be my backup for now. I'm trying to see if I can fast track getting a live access on it because of that scare yesterday. All right, let's dive into gold. All right, good. So gold should be our main course for today. All right, so that's a point of interest right there. That's the 630 candle point of interest right there at 3364. So let's do the 215 zone here on gold. So we're going to measure $20 above, not $20, $2 above, or 2 pips, no, $2 above, or 20 pips. So if it's at 3364, then this is going to be at 3368. It's going to be at 3368, and the what's it going to call this thingamajig? That's going to be at 135. Then this is going to be my buy line. Wow, how did I get that mathematic? Fab, my maths teacher must be horrible right now. Just added 40 pips to that instead of added 20 pips. Damn. So some horrible addition right there. All right, good. So once we've done that, we're doing the same as well on the reverse as well. Right. So this is going to be, it says it was 3364, yeah, 3362, so that's correct. So let's put this to 135. And then this is going to be my, no, I'm not doing a short nor a long as yet. It has not confirmed any entries for me as yet. I'm just doing my markings now, and then based on how price action reacts to my 215 zone, that will determine how I enter. All right, so this is going to be my 215 zone here. All right, good. Have my 215 zone. So all I need to do now is I need to find my 50-minute rejection areas, which are basically supports and resistance on the 15-minute time frame. If not, I just need to measure 15 pips from the zone. So 15 pips on the flip side is just here in this little region right here. So I just need to highlight that. Just need to mark that as well as my 50-minute R. And doing the same thing as well, going down as well from the zone. So 15 pips down from the zone is just about here. Is at the end of that wick, or just below that wick. That's fine. So this is going to be my 15-minute rejection area. Okay, this is my buy alert. Let me put that on my 15-minute rejection line there. This is my sell alert, I believe. Let me put that on. Good, so that's there now. All right, good. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame to identify my target areas here on gold. All right, so 30-minute support, I would say would be right here at the top of this thing. So that's going to be my 30-minute support. So that price does seem to be going in a downtrend, so we might be looking for shorts in today's session. But let's see. Big boss just by about TP3 for 200. Well, that's good. I ultimately think that's where it's going to go. To be honest, 3,400. It tried to go there. What was it yesterday? But it's rejected now. Ultimately, I think that's where it wants to go. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Identify my 1 hour supports as well. I'm going to use this area here. That's my 1 hour support. I'm going to use this area here as my 1 hour resistance. How is that possible? How can you do that? Hold on, let's go back to the 30-minute time frame. All right, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to switch this 30-minute resistance from here to there, and you're going to put this 1 hour resistance right there. All right, that makes more sense. Go back to the 1 hour as well. That's fine. I'll take that. 4 hour time frame. Where is the 4 hour support? We do have a 4 hour support right here. And we also have a 4 hour resistance right at the top here. So that basically these areas are just going to be my rejection points and my target areas, all depending on which entry I'm actually taking here on gold. So that's my 4-hour resistance. So the 4-hour is going down, as you can see. The past 3-4 hours has been showing up a pretty strong downtrend. You might be looking to come down to these 4-hour supports here to basically reject from these areas to continue higher. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's have a quick look at the daily candles as well, just to see what's going on. We've been coming up in an uptrend, pretty decent up move that was. I think that happened was that on Monday, 2nd of June, yeah, on Monday. Yeah, Ahmed, we should be eating today. I feel very excited about today. I think today is going to be a very decent day for us. So I just need to wait, just to be patient, and then just have the market provide the necessary sustenance, which we do need on our P&Ls for today. So price could be looking to coming down back to this 1-hour support to then reject from that 1-hour support to go for these all-time highs. What are we looking for today when it comes on to news? Because the news, yes, I'm not sure if any of you guys did any of you guys take any entries yesterday in London in the New York session. We do have Euro news, massive red folder news on Euro coming out at 1 o'clock. I'm not going to be trading at that time anyway, so I'm not too affected by that. Um, but we have unemployment claims coming out at 1:30 today on USD. So it should be a very high impactful day today. It should be filled with volume. And then tomorrow is the next big day where you have unemployment claims. Oh, well, that's for Canadian dollar. You have average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and also unemployment rate. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very big day for those who are trading in the NY session. But for us, for me, I'm only trading now in the New York, in the London session. It's now 6:54 a.m. Someone said Wagwan, Lone Boss. But who is Lone Boss? I'm not sure who is Lone Boss. But I definitely know for sure Lone Boss is a Jamaican. All right, so right now, what I would like to see happen here for me to look for entries here in gold, I need to see price test that 15-minute rejection line, reject from that area, pull back into my zone, and then reject from my 215 zone once more, and close below for me to look to go for shorts here on gold. And basically, for me to look for for longs, I need to see price go here, test that 15-minute rejection area, which you can see is quite a bit here. But I need for it to test my 15-minute rejection area properly, retrace back to my zone, followed by another candle closure here in this little region, for me to consider going for longs here on gold. And I'm using the 215 technique, which is a technique, which is my trading technique that I have been using for a very long time now. So let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so that is what I am looking for ultimately. Also, I'm looking for entries as well here. Oh crap, Control Z. I'm looking for entries here as well on EU. So we can see where EU price is pushing down. 4 minutes until this candle closes. DXY is pushing up aggressively, has been going up from that fall. So let's see what's going to happen. It's coming into the secondary range here. Do I want to adjust these ranges? Hold on. Look at the 30-minute time frame, see if it's any clearer. Oh, that's nice. That sits right there. That sits right there. Maybe put this in this region here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's good. Okay, let's go back to the 15-minute on DXY. Alright, let's look at the price action here on EU. No 5-minute candle closure below the zone just as yet. So I'm waiting for a candle close below or above for me to look to consider longs or short here. Didn't I put a text document on this screen? I swear I did. Pretty sure I did. Okay. Oh well, let me just go back to this because I'm pretty sure I had copy this. Okay, and I put it here. So that's it. So that's good. The TP and the sell. Well, that's why. So because I'm using the 215 technique, if I was to go for what did you say, a sell? Well, if I was to go for a sell or a short, whichever you want to call it, then my stop loss would be at the top of my zone, and my TP would be, or my ultimate TP would basically be at my 4-hour, my 4-hour support. So I'll take partials. I'll basically manage my position while it goes down. To these areas. Then you can see that there's a pretty strong reversal going here. Price came down. Didn't quite test that 50. It only just wicked down. So DXY is pushing down here as well. Well, no, pushing up actually. Isn't that going into that zone? But it hasn't broken or closed inside, so it can still very well just reject from here. So because of that, as I said, I'm waiting closely for a candle close below or above the zone here. Interesting. That is so interesting. Look at that. So usually I would start streaming at 7 o'clock, right? This is basically the 7 o'clock candle. So this is my zone here. My point of interest, my 6:30 point of interest is also my 7 o'clock point of interest. That's so good. That's so good. All right, come on, guys. So we're at 3,000 likes here on TikTok. Could we just get those likes to 3,500? Really would appreciate that, my friends. Tall man, you tall man. Thank you for that, my friend. So today I'm not doing any, I'm not rushing any positions. Just waiting patiently to see them confirm, then for me to take them. Well, not I don't normally rush EU gold positions, but I think I'm more patient when it comes down to gold. I think it's EU that sometimes um, feel like a slow day. Sometimes slow isn't bad though, you know. Sometimes slow isn't bad, my friend. It will go down more. What do you think is going to go down more, EU or gold? Thank you guys. Just 200 more likes and we're at 3,500. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Gold, man. Gold is going to go down some more. That's not a bad bet. It has gone down 90 pips since the day. What's this? This came out an hour ago. Gold prices remain between 3,100 and 3,500. That's why I'm waiting patiently. I need to see it test my areas for me to consider going for a long or short position. So I'm just waiting patiently just to see what it's going to do. Thank you guys for the follow. Friday gonna be interesting. Yeah, Friday is going to be. Fridays are always interesting. I think Fridays and Mondays are 2 days which most people actually don't trade. Did you guys know that? Fridays and Mondays. A lot of traders don't trade those 2 days. I'm not sure why. I guess because maybe it's the beginning of the trading week and the ending of the trading week. But they tend to not trade those days quite a bit. But there's going to be a lot of news coming out this week anyway, this Friday anyway. So we should be seeing some pretty decent price action. For those persons who trade New York, I think you guys, this week has been a power week for you guys. For if you traded the New York session, this week has been a power week because you guys have gotten red folder news every single day this week. So you guys have gotten a lot of volume and volatility in the market. Yesterday was a perfect day as well. Did anyone take any entries yesterday in NY session? All right, we're at 3,300. So if we can get there to 3,500, I think we still need only just 200 more likes here on that. I took some 2 wins, 1 BE. Nice. Prop firms, any prop firms. FTMO to be specific. So ultimately, I do have a Telegram group. I do have a group where I share my signals. However, I've been absent from the trading. I took a break from trading a few while back. So I've lost the momentum on my channel, and I've also lost the momentum in my Telegram group. So now I am back to basically be building the momentum on my YouTube channel and also back in my Telegram. So if it's a case where you want to still be in the Telegram group, definitely for sure, please, if you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it, then yeah, my YouTube channel, you should see my Telegram link. I can't blow? What do you mean I can't blow? No, you're saying that my account got blown, so I took a break. Oh no, it wasn't because of that. And if my account got blown, why would I take a break? I would just buy another one. No indicators. Well, you can say supports and resistance because all of these lines on the screen, they do represent possibly a support or a resistance, but it's titled the 215 technique anyways. All right, so looking at EU here, we can see where price is rejecting nicely from that sell area. It didn't quite test it though, to be honest. It came down there, but it didn't quite test it, and it's pushing up. And this is why I love looking at DXY whenever I'm taking entries on EU. As you can see, DXY came up. It was trying to get into this upper range here. Let's call this range here zone 1, and this range here, let's call this 0, right? So it was trying to get into zone 1, but it's rejecting from it, which you should expect these things to happen at times. And while it's rejecting and it's going down now, if you look on Euro USD, you can see that the price action is now pushing up aggressively, going back up. Hence also on gold, why we're seeing such a strong upward push right now on gold towards that 15-minute rejection on the buy side. Conscious though that that might be ultimately a fake out here if this was just to confirm a buy as well on EU. So let's see what's going to happen anyways. My 30-minute resistance is pretty close as well. You're going to be going to BE quite soon with that. How many pips is that away? 3 pips, maybe 4 pips, maybe 3.5 if you want to put it like that, all depending on where they take that and how you get it from. Well, let's see. Yesterday we caught a pretty decent buy here live on stream, so yeah, I think it's a fake out. Yeah, I think it's a fake out as well because it's just it came into that little resistance area here, but it rejected. Gold by Peter Pan. Gold bias. No, I'm pretty neutral. So on a given day, I'm pretty neutral on gold, to be honest. I have to just wait based on how it reacts to the 215 zone. That at that point in time, that's when I look to take entries. As you can see, gold has been going down. So it's been down 90 pips since the market opened. If you sit on the 15-minute chart, it's a downtrend. If you sit on the 15-minute chart, it's a downtrend. Are you talking about which one of the pairs? I'm looking at tree instrument. Which one of the instruments are you're making reference to? You're making reference to EU, DXY, or gold? Well, if it's gold, the 50-minute, yeah, the 50-minute, it is a downtrend, creating a 50-minute support though, right there on my point of interest. Yeah, gold. All right, yeah, no problem. So yeah, it is showing a downtrend on the 15, on the 30-minute as well, on the 1 hour, and I did say the 4 hour. Oh well, this 4 hour is now bringing to life some green. This was a key support area here as well on the 4-hour time frame, which could be where the wicks of these candles went down. Oh, this 4-hour candle doesn't quite have. Oh yeah, it does have a wick. Pretty small though, like a nipple wick on that. Alright guys, we're still at 3,300 likes. If we could just get those likes up to 3,500, I would really appreciate it. Just double tap on that screen. Exercise those fingers. So when it's time for you to take your entry, you have quick fingers to hit that buy or that sell. Do you think the Fed will cut rates? Gold would go down then, right? I don't know. I because majority of the times, because if there's gonna be any rate cuts on gold, well, with the US dollar, that's going to be in the New York Times. Because I don't trade in the New York Times, I'm not really too concerned about that. If it comes back around into if it affects the Asians and slash the London time, then well, yeah, sure, but I'm not sure how would it go if they cut or if they increase, because usually I get the later reaction to those actions. Repeat that signal for me, bro. What signal? Well, tomorrow it can go any side on any given day. So tomorrow it's just that tomorrow is just gonna have a lot of volume anyway. So it's gonna go there. It's gonna go up or it's gonna go down, all depending on how the news. If all the folders come out tomorrow, if all the news comes out tomorrow and they're all red, then we shall be seeing 3,500 tomorrow. Pretty sure. Damn. All right, so DXY is rejecting aggressively. EU is pushing up to that buy line. 2 minutes until this candle close. Gold has just tested that 15-minute rejection. It only has tested with a wick, though we haven't seen a candle close as yet in the region, followed by a retracement. So waiting for that patiently just to see here. I think gold has been eluding the 215 zone for the past couple of days. And then the one day when it does confirm it, it just basically gave us a massive fake out, only to take the SL and then just run to the TP afterwards. Let's look at EU. EU is pushing up. DXY is pushing down here as well. 1 minute until this candle closes. I don't want this candle to confirm. I don't want this candle to confirm the entry just yet. I want to see what when the next 15-minute candle opens on DXY, what it's going to do, which happens in the next minute. So if it's a case where it's going to wick down and then wick back up, so that will stall the fake out. So I don't want this candle to confirm the buy as yet. I don't want it to confirm the buy or the sell as yet. I need to see what the next 15-minute candle is going to do when it opens. All right, so that's pushing up. Gold is coming up as well, testing that 15-minute rejection point there. 30 seconds until this candle closes. Hold on, let me set my lot sizes here on EU and on gold. Okay, all right, that's good. Let's see what's gonna happen now with this 15-minute, the opening of this new 15-minute candle. All right, good. All right, so the gold has now tested that 15-minute rejection line. Okay, selling courses on Vinted. I didn't know you could sell courses on Vinted. I thought wasn't Vinted a site that you could where you only sell clothes. I thought that's what it was. So my 15-minute rejection on the buy side has been tested with a candle close. I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to now do here is that I'm going to move my alert from my 15-minute rejection line to my buy line now. So ultimately what I would like to see happen here, because gold is looking as if it wants to go for a long based on the 215 rules. So if price comes back down into the zone, then reject from the zone and close above here, then I could look to take longs on this, try for longs on this entry here. So let's see what's going to happen here. Also on EU as well, EU is pushing up nicely. DXY is coming down. So if this candle does flip and go down, I'm okay with that. And if it does confirm that buy on EU as well, I'll take that buy. on EU as well. Weeble has some nice charts. I can check them out, guys. I think I have to be paying. I have to be paying on TradingView just to be using 2 charts. Might look into that. Does Weeble have good? Well, you say they have good charts. I'm guessing they have the necessary tools. I'm guessing they have the necessary tools to say, yeah. Really? Weeble. Okay. I'll have a look at that. Very beautiful app. So do they not do it via web? Alright, so gold is coming back down here into the zone. What time is it? It's only 7:17 right now. $50-minute is rejecting here on EU. Okay. I've been using it for 7 years. You just earned a new follower. Thank you so much for that, Lone Boss. Really appreciate it. Have I earned a new follow on TikTok? Also on YouTube as well? Or is it only just on YouTube, on TikTok? Peter Pan, tell me about that Vinted thing. I don't have any courses to sell though. But I initially thought that Vinted was a site where you sell used clothes. But that's how they sell it on YouTube. Because anytime I see the ads on YouTube, it's talking about if you have old clothes and you want to get rid of them. Come on, guys, just double tap on the screen, get those likes up. Thank you. Thank you for that, Tallman. What's the weather like where you at, Tallman? Alright, now this is a very good thing here on EU, because if this candle closes red, it would be nice. Because if the DEX candle confirm that long, then I'm going for it. Nice. Okay, so that's good. So just now look at the wait just to see if this candle is going to close above my buy line here. DXY is pushing down very nicely as well. So if I do get that 5-minute candle to close above that zone, not too far away from my zone, then I'll look to go for a long position, put in maybe about 7 pips stop loss on my wait a minute, yeah, put in a stop loss maybe about my point of interest right there, and then targeting the higher time frame support resistance, well, resistance in this instance, as my full on TP. Conscious that the 30-minute resistance is right there, so I'm going to be going BE pretty soon on that entry if it does confirm that. So it's doing that. Let's go to gold. Yeah, gold is still hovering above the 215 zone. Is rejecting from that 15-minute rejection. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Would have been nice if it had gone up a little bit higher though. Tell me what you guys are looking for today. Tell me if you guys are looking for long on gold or you're looking for shorts. Tell me what you guys are looking for. Just put it in the chat if you're looking for longs or you're looking for short. What do you guys think? Longs or short? Let me know. All right, YouTube's saying longs. All right, 2 longs over there in YouTube. That's nice. That's nice. What about TikTok? TikTok seems to be shy today. Look at that reversal. Only came down, didn't close in my zone. It only wicked inside. But I'm still, as I said, I'm still waiting patiently for a proper confirmation here. All right, so Ahmed is saying long, Sevens is saying long. So, okay, so it's going to be a long day today then. All right, nice. No problem with that. So, if one thing for sure, if gold is going to be doing a long, then positively, then that EU is going to be doing a long as well, eventually. So, let's see. Gold is pushing up right now, pushing up above my rejection line. I'm not sad about that. That is good because now it's creating like a pathway. So when it does come back and confirm my entry, I should be fine with taking it to where it needs to go. Nice. All right, so we have 3,400 likes on TikTok. We just need 100 more to get to 3,500. Is anyone in entry on gold right now? Is anyone in an entry on gold? What's the coin name? What coin? There's no coin. It's right there in yellow. Ahmed says yes. What was your entry price on that, Ahmed? Ah, look at that. Trinity Sunday. Hey, man, what's up? What was the entry price on that? Thank you for that, my friend. Someone said Quotex. No, this is TradingView. 3366. 3366. 3366. Okay, so you just took it here. Okay. So you took it at the break of the buy zone of the buy line. That's fine. That's good. You should be up then. Then you should be up maybe about 20 pips or so. Yeah, it did go up 20 pips or so. So that's not bad. So what's your SL on that entry? Oh, you took it on the wick when this wick was coming down. Okay. I have set to BE now. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Do you normally take partials or do you normally just wait for full on TP before you come out? The time is now 7:25 a.m. London market opens in the next 35 minutes. So just waiting patiently for that as well. You should be seeing some volume coming in on that. I started streaming at 6:30. We're going to go all the way up until 8:30 today. Interestingly enough, normally I would start streaming at 7 and my point of interest would be at 7. And on gold, my 6:30 point of interest is also the same for my 7 a.m. Point of interest. So that's good. Take full sometimes. I'll let it run if I enter more. Decent. Okay, that's good. All right, so DXY is rejecting from this little support area here. And because of that, you can see the opposite happening in EU, where EU has spiked up but is now rejecting. Didn't quite break that buy line. So still waiting patiently just to see if it's going to confirm. As I said, I'm not rushing any entries today on EU. I need it to properly close above or below the range there. All right, gold is retracing back below the 15-minute rejection line, which is good. It has created some space for me as well here, though. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame just to see what we're looking at. Yeah, has created a bit of a range here for me as well. So 2 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes. Because this is a bit of a selling point as well. So I need to see it properly test these areas, which it's doing so. Now this one has wicked up. How many whip pips from the zone has that gone up? Basically almost 30 pips there. Would like to see if we could have gotten a candle close above this little line here though. We could have gotten a candle close above that little line. So if this 50-minute candle could actually flip and close above, and then the next one can take me back to the zone, then that would be good. Shows me more that look, there is potential for it to actually go higher back above to this 30-minute resistance, that 1 hour resistance, and ultimately that 4 hour resistance. Good look at that flip. Nice. So now if that does close above that area and then it retrace back down, I would love that. All right, so where are we looking at now? All right, so that's like 80 pips to the 4 hour time frame. That's maybe about 100 pip move. Haven't had a decent 100 pip move in a while here, and again, bro, you haven't been on live for a while, so how are you gonna get a 100 pip move? Nice. EU coming back down to test my point of interest. Good. So I'm pretty confident now. I'm even more confident now if it was to confirm any entries at all. So any entry EU go for, then I'm going to go for it. And then gold, I just need gold just to come back down and play ball. Because what you want, I want to see if it closes above that green line. In a sense, it's just showing me that it's closing above these little candles who tried to reach outside of the zone, but they couldn't make it. Did anyone get in a buy from these price 3060? ChatGPT did say, was it yesterday? I think ChatGPT did say if price comes to 360 that we should be looking to buy it for 3,400. That's what ChatGPT been saying. So we're still in a very good buy area based off what the AI says. Oh, that's good now. All right, good. So now if I can get that rejection now back to the zone, I will love this. I would love this if it does come back down to the zone. All right, what's EU's doing? All right, EU is coming back up to my bar line. That's good. All right, so that's moving up. EU still playing around in the area. Nothing has confirmed for me as yet on EU, nor has it confirmed as yet on gold. Gold has broken above my 215 zone though, and I need for it to come back and close inside my zone for me to look to consider taking longs here. Remember guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so, whether you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube as well. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, that's 215 Trades on YouTube, please go ahead and do so you can learn more about how I use the 215 technique to basically look for entries on gold and other pairs as well. Ultimately, I'm also live right on YouTube as well. It's coming into that 30-minute resistance. Talman did say it was going to be a slow day today. It's definitely being a little bit slow right now. 7:32 a.m. here in London. We have the London market opening in the next 28 minutes to be exact. So we should be seeing some volume coming into the market at that point in time as well. Nice, Ahmed. I hope you are managing that entry as well, because should be up nicely, up almost up 40 pips on that. So hopefully you're managing that entry as well. All right, good. We're getting a rejection. That's nice. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. We do have a 15-minute candle closure above these previous candle closes. Well, these were wicks, so that's good. That's a very strong indicator to me to say that price action may be looking to go higher. But in order for me to look to consider taking it, I need to see a retracement back down to my zone. I'm back if you ask. I was thinking where you are. I made a sell entry in at 64. You did a sell from here at 64. Wow. That's a bit rough because you're in massive drawdowns on that, because that's 60. That's a 60 pip stop loss. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the word to use, brave. That was really brave if you have taken a sell from there. The thing is, I don't know. I can't take a sell on green candles. You just feel wrong for me to take a sell on green candles, because these were all green. Well, then again, I don't know what time frame you were looking at. Maybe you were looking at the 1 minute time frame. Maybe, I don't know. What time frame did you take that entry on? But it was not green. Oh, did you take it on this candle then? Okay, so I'm guessing then that you took it on this red candle that was going down. Then you shouldn't be in that, because if you entered at 664, so you entered about here at my point of interest. Let me just put a buffer on it. So if you entered there, right, it went down by almost 30 pips. I would say almost 30 pips. But I'm not sure why you would not be at break even at that point. It was a little profit. Fair enough. Well, who knows? It might very well just come back all the way down there and put you back in green, my friend. May never know. But it doesn't sound like you have any stop loss on that. Let's see what's going on here now. I do have a stop loss at 70, 75. Oh, okay. So how big is that stop loss? Entered at 64 to 70. That's 60. Yeah, that's a 60 pip stop loss. Okay. So gold has crossed back into the zone. That's good. Now at least now we know that we have a range of about 30 pips, 40 pips maximum here to work with. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's have a quick look at EU as well. DXY is rejecting nicely as well, and you can see where EU is pushing down, hence why gold is doing this massive down move right now as well. Let's see, based on how the price action has been distributing itself here in the 215 zone, I really do like it, because you can see where we have candle closing on the lower half of the zone, and we also have candles closing on the upper half of the zone as well. So that's good. That's really good. We also have breaks as well. So we have when I say breaks, meaning that price move aggressively from one end to the other end. However, it didn't quite confirm any of the entries that it reversed. So basically creating supports and resistance inside the zone. All right. DXY is, ooh, wow, what is going on here? All right. DXY is pushing up aggressively. We do have 50 seconds on this candle. Is coming down aggressively to that sell line. Oh, what are you trying to do here, DXY? What are you trying to do here, EO? All right, well, if it's doing that, let me get ready then. That's a massive drop though. It's back at zone 1 now. DXY is back at zone 1. Last time it tried to pass it, it rejected from there. So let's see if that's going to be the case again. It still hasn't broke into zone 1 and closed inside zone 1. It has just been rejecting each time it tried to move into zone 1. So I need to see what it's going to do here. Need to see what DXY is going to do with that in that zone right there. Going back to gold, we can see that gold is pushing down aggressively. It's coming back. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Nunes. It's coming back down to your entry price, so that's good. Last days are weird on gold. Yeah, I agree, bro. I told you it's a fake breakout. It just dropped down, right? Yeah, it just dropped down. I like your live stream. I also do the same. Thank you. Thank you. What were you saying, Sammy? What's the prediction here on gold? Are you saying that it's going to go up or it's going to go down? What are you saying? It's supposed to be going to 54 in the time on the 1 hour time frame. 54 on the 1 hour time frame. No, that 1 hour support. Fair enough. All right, it's now 7:41 a.m. here. Price has come down into my zone. It has closed inside my zone and it's looking to close above. Basically, it is fixing to do a buy confirmation here for me based off the looks of this. Going back to DXY, going back to EU. That candle didn't close below the range. DXY as well is still struggling to go into zone 1. This is saying two opposite. Usually EU and gold are going in the same direction, because this is going for a short by the looks of it, but gold is going for a long. Probably will go down more till the market opens in New York time. Yeah, fair enough. That doesn't sound too far-fetched. What are you trying to do? You're not breaking into zone 1. You're playing with it, but gold is looking to say, look, go for longs here. Came down, tested that point of interest, rejected. This is a classic entry here for gold. By the looks of it, by now, based on how the price action is created, it has tested my 15-minute rejection. It has come back in my zone and it has closed in my zone and it's rejected from my zone. So basically, if this 5-minute candle closes in this little range here, it's going to confirm a long entry for me. So I would go for a long here if it does close above. If it does close above my 215, above my buy line here, then I'm going to look to go for long. Just put in my SL at the bottom of the range, only about a 40 pip SL on it. So if it does confirm it, then I'm going to go for it. There's no need for me to second guess the strategy. If it goes to an SL, that's fine. Happy days. Can't win them all. Can't catch them all. Pokemon. Yeah. So, mate, is this the 5-minute analysis? It's a I've used the 5-minute time frame to take entries, if that's what you mean. Yes. I do all the time frames. I review all the time frames from the 4-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, all the way down to the 15. But when I'm taking entries, I take entries from the 5-minute time frame. Some people think that it's absurd or it's crazy to take entries on the 5-minute time frame, but the 215 technique works best on the 5-minute time frame. The 30-minute and the 1-hour. Hold on, give it a few seconds. Let me have a look. I want to see what this candle is gonna do, because this, if it closes above, that's confirming a buy for me. So I want to see what it's going to do. This is a decent break as well. I like if this candle closes green on EU, that it's a decent break. So it doesn't just have this strong downward momentum. But if the next candle closes below, then it's going for a short. It's now 7:44 a.m. London market opens in about 15 minutes as well. Did you say 30 minutes and 1 hour? All right, so that closed there. That's fine. That closed there, so that's fine. All right, let's have a look at the 30-minute time frame. Let's see what's going on here on the 30-minute time frame. Okay. So we do have, right at my point of interest, we do have support there at my point of interest. Right. Cool. That's good. Then just above from my point of interest at that 15-minute rejection line, there is also a 30-minute resistance. So you can see where prices came down to create that 30-minute support right there, and it has rejected back to that 15-minute rejection line and is now going down. Now, if this 30-minute candle actually pushes below that point of interest and close below, the next area that we could actually look to see it go is to basically take out the bottoms of this wick again and going back all the way down to this 30-minute support, which will be at 33.58. But it's basically where the price action is right now. It's in a neutral spot. Here it's in a neutral spot here on the 30-minute time frame. So if it can reject from this support that it created before, but if it actually pushes down and close below that point of interest, then we could be looking to see it going down to the next 30-minute support there. But it can also flip as well, because here is the support, and what we do know about support is that there's always going to be a lot of buying pressure at supports. It may not be pretty strong, but there should be some level there. Is that 6972 and 75? 69 6972 and 65. Okay, fair enough. So it's a key point. So if it breaks below, yes, but if it doesn't, it can flip here in this area, because the 15-minute and the 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see it's rejecting from that support that it has created there as well. 1 hour time frame, it's all red coming down, but it has created a support there, and this 1 hour candle closes in 12 minutes as well, and that's also going to mark the opening of the London as well. So I I think at this point in time, I think the London market is going to be the London opening is going to be the deciding factor as to what happens with the volume, where it's going to push to. I think we might need to wait for the London opening here on gold and then see what EU does. Because I can take I'm okay with taking the entry on EU before London or in London as well, but because gold is coming on as now as well, what will the London session do? If this candle closes here in this little region, it has confirmed a buy based on the 215. So I'll go for the longs here. Let's have a quick look at the Heikin-Ashi. What does that say? So we were going up strong with the green candles, but they started creating wicks, so we started to see a rejection. They're coming back now into the range. However, you can see now it has created a top wick here on this candle, so that shows that there's signs of a retracement or a reversal coming on by this. So it's not that, yeah, it doesn't look too bad to take longs based off of this, because you can see this candle started creating a wick, then this candle now has a top and a bottom wick, so that's showing now that the downward momentum is slowing down a bit, and there could be a rejection on that. Let's see. I guess the London market will drop the market if it breaks the 651. Yeah, the London, it opens in what, in 10 minutes or so, but this is going to confirm buy. I can either wait until the London market opens to see what London does, instead of actually taking a fake out before the London market. I think I'm going to do that. Based on how the price action is moving right now, I think I'm going to wait until the 10 minutes when the London market opens and see what it does, how it reacts to the zone. All right, good, because this candle is now going to confirm. This candle is now going to confirm a long entry here for me. I tell you what, I'm going to enter half of my position and then watch how the London market open does. Because once this candle closes, if it closes in this region, then that's an entry. That's a 215 entry there. That's a 215 entry. Put in my stop loss there as well, and ultimate TP will be at higher highs. It's just before the London opens as well, so there's going to be some manipulation, if you want to put it that way. So that just confirmed a buy on the 215. Price broke, test, retrace, and has closed above the zone. So let's see. It's just before London open as well. So I'm not using my full lot size on this. Only just going to use half of my normal position here. And then let's see what the London open does when it does come into play. Ultimately, I'm still going for my full on TP at my 4-hour support. I know it's far away, yeah, but who cares? I will take partials as price moves up. I'll take partials. So let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's not strong. Okay, yeah, I know that. That's why I said it's just before the London market opens, so London can actually come in and push it up. That's fine. They can also come in and push it down as well. But based on the 215, it's saying it's a long. So I'm sticking to it. If it goes and it hits SL, that's fine. At least I stuck to my strategy. That's fine. I've already risk managed on my entry. I'm not telling anyone to take any entries. So I entered half of my usual position, so I'm still risk managing on it just the same. Let's have a look at EU. EU is coming back up in the zone as well. Remember, guys, I'm no financial advisor. I'm just some random guy here on the internet. 7:52 a.m. here in London. London market opens in 8 minutes. Official KC, we can enter some positions. Well, it depends. So however, I have reduced it by half. I like the way you are open to listening as well. Of course. So God gave you 2 ears and one mouth. Use your ears more. Your mouth less thou. So while that is doing that, what is EU doing? EU is going down, down, down. It's going down. Need to see this 5-minute candle also close above that 15-minute rejection line as well. $15-minute time frame, what's looking like? Screen on the 15-minute time frame, on the 30-minute time frame. That's a pretty strong rejection on the 30-minute time frame. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour candle is green as well, and it looks to be closing green as well in the next 5 minutes as well. 4 hour, I think it's red. Oh, it's green on the 4 hour as well. All right. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Back to the 5-minute time frame. See what's going on here in EU. EU is still just being distributed in my 215 zone. No clear indication of where it wants to go, as it hasn't yet closed above or below my 215 zone. Well, I'm still here in this position here on gold. I'm just waiting for the London Open to come in the next 5 minutes to see what it's going to do, if they're going to push it up. I still have a clean open range here of about 30 pips thereabout. So if I get that 30 pip out of that, even to my 30-minute resistance, and that's fine by me. I'm okay with that. Or even 20. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Need to see a candle close above that 15-minute rejection line. Need to get a candle to close above here. EU's calm. Three minutes until London opens. So why I took this entry? Now, following the rules of the 215 technique, let me just show you guys why I took this entry. Price came up, broken my 15-minute rejection line, rejected from my 15-minute rejection line, and has retraced back into my zone, followed by rejection from my zone and a close above. So following the rules of the 215 technique, that would be the entry model for an entry model 1. So I'm in that position now. I am conscious of the fact that it's just before the London Open. So I've risk managed in a sense where I've reduced my position by half, just the same. So let's see what's going to happen. On EU, no entry has confirmed on EU as yet. EU has just been distributing itself inside of my 215 zone. Let me just pull this over across a little bit. So you can see price is just being distributed inside my 215 zone here on EU. Hasn't closed before, below or above. Now remember guys, if you're on TikTok, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is 215 Trades, as you can see right there, 215 Trades, please go ahead and do so. Looks like we're getting a strong retracement here on gold. Let's put this across here. Good. All right, good. So 2 minutes until London opens. So let's see what's going to happen there. We're going to get a retracement back up, or we're going to get it down to my SL. Let's see. Yeah, remember guys, no financial advice, just some random guy here on the internet just showing you what I'm doing today. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Look at that, we're now at 4,000 likes, my friends. Really do appreciate it. Okay, so now this is the London opening. So let's see what's the price action is going to do now that the London market has opened. EU is pushing down. The XY is still struggling to pass the break into zone 1, as you can see. Gold is coming back up. That's also, you see that? Because that's also, because if this green candle even comes back and close above that, that's also confirming basically a buy here again on gold. So let's see how the price action plays out. Right, gold can be at a pivot point. It doesn't matter really what I am looking for. I'm not looking for like a massive move, because even though I'm saying I'm going for my 4-hour resistance, if I get 30 pips, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't get the full entire move, then that's fine. Gold is playing it has been playing with us as of since the week has started. I don't think I've gotten any good decent entries on gold since the start of the week. It's been EU. EU has been the one that has been feeding since the start of the week. But I'm in this long now here on gold. It's coming back to my entry. what I would. But what would you say though, Nunes? What would you say though if this candle, right? This candle just did maybe went into Super Saiyan and just skyrocketed all the way to that 4 hour resistance and just hit the full TP. What would you say if that happened? The 30 pips is that is the 30-minute resistance. So that's my 30-minute resistance. So my 30-minute resistance by right, by right would be my first TP1. So if it goes to my TP1, that's good. If I only get my TP1, because I'm going to, once it hits my TP1, I'm going to go break even. Not a chance. As an indicator, it's shown the opposite. Well, let's see. Need to see if I can get a. It's coming back up here. All right, maybe the next 1 hour are at 9 o'clock. Fair enough. Maybe at 11, maybe. Let's have a look at EU as well. DXY is rejecting from zone 1, coming back down as well. That's why you can see the rejection here on EU. So it's pushing up as well. Have a look at my position here on gold. All right, so it is rejecting and it's pushing up here as well. If I can get a 5-minute candle closure above that 15-minute rejection, which is this yellow broken line here, that would be really good. So let's see what is going to happen here. I'm conscious to see as well how many persons right now. Just check. I didn't check my YouTube chat. I'm just checking right now. Conscious right now. How many persons right now are in this buy position? Not necessarily mine, but how many persons right? If you're in a buy right now, put buy in the chat. Let me see how many persons are thinking as I am thinking. Lone Boss is in. Ahmed is in. Chuck, I'm in before you've been in before me. Nice. Bye her. Nice. Bye. So you do see that there are quite a few persons who are along the same lines. You told me 1 hour. Yeah, you did say it 1 hour ago to buy. You definitely did say it. All right, good. So that's a decent, that's some good price action there right now. A 5-minute candle closure above that 15-minute rejection line right here. So that's good. I am doing scalping with hedge. That's nice, Nunes. I'm not sure what the difference. Don't ask them to build your confidence. 777. I do not need anyone to build my confidence. What did I say? I took that entry because it confirmed my position here on the 215 technique, my friend. If the 215 technique told me it was a sell, then I would have taken a sell. I am following my rules. I'm following my strategy. Price came up, test that 15-minute rejection line, pulled down to the zone, rejected from the zone, closed above, and I am in it. If I had took my SL on that, that's fine. Only thing I did was that I risk managed because it was the London opening and it's just before the London opening, so I use half of my position. That's all. 777, is that the same 777 that was on my YouTube some ages ago? I don't think it's you. What's my TP? I'm going for my full TP is at my 4-hour resistance. However, my TP1 is at my 30-minute resistance. I'm really good. Oh, thank you for boost. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for boosting my confidence today. You're really good. Thank you. All right, good. So remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, 215 Trades on YouTube, please definitely go ahead and do so. All right, almost at TP1 here. Brother, I came to you just to give you something better. almost at TP1 here on gold. Um, I'm conscious though. Why is it? Why Euro USD is not Euro USD is not doing anything? Straight. That's weird. It's weird. Pretty weird. It's good. That's a decent up move. That's 30 pips upwards. All right, nice. That's TP1, my friends. All right, let's go. All right, I'm going break even at this point. Now it's basically to, let's see if we can get it all the way up now to that 4-hour resistance. Stay on gold. Why? I can't stay on gold if I trade EU and gold. A lot of persons on here don't only just trade gold, they also trade EU with me. So I have to be on both because I'm looking for entries on both of them. I've already done the entry here on gold anyways, so you know what to look for. Careful, it makes down move, it be a head and shoulder. No, I don't need to be careful at this point because I'm already at my TP1, so it's not going to be it's not going to be. I'm at no. There's no risk. That's what I'm trying to say. At this point, there's no risk in it. At this point. I need to, if we can get a close above it though, above that 30-minute resistance, that would be good. We can get a close above that 30-minute resistance. You know what would be so ironic? You know what would be so ironic? If what would be so ironic is if this just skyrocket and go all the way to that 4-hour resistance. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I entered some position. Nice, official. Please make sure you guys do take some profits on that. All right. Hey, good morning, Henny. I missed the entry. Could you imagine? Wow. What, really, Sylvia? I can't believe you missed that. And because I even looked at the Haikinashi as well. I even looked at the Haikinashi as well to make it more, to confirm the entry even more, because I was looking at it to say price came up with these buy candles, as you can see, but they started to create bottom wicks. Bottom wicks, so that means then that it's going to reverse. There's a chance for it to reverse. It did reverse. We have two candles coming down, red candles. However, this one started to create a wick. Then this one clearly had a top wick and a bottom wick, so that shows that it's going to reverse again. So I took the entry off of that just before London as well. Now look at that. You see? So it's all, no matter what, my friends, no matter what, I'll never turn my back on my technique. I will never. Even if it's risky like hell, I don't care. I'm not giving up on my 215 technique. So look at that now. Good. So if you guys took that position with me, hopefully you guys can take some profits. We just hit TP1 and we're going to TP2, and EU is looking nicely as well. EU is looking nicely. So if this 5-minute candle flips and close above, hey, good morning, Henny. Morning, my darling. Good morning. If this 5-minute candle can close above my EU buy line, then I'm going to go for that buy line as well, and I'm definitely going to be aiming for my 4-hour resistance as well. So those who don't like it, come bite it. Make sure you guys take your profits, my friends. TP2 is the 1-hour resistance. That's why I highlighted them in the first instance, is the 1 hour resistance. Oh crap, EU. But it's 2 minutes until this candle. I'm not gonna enter early like I did yesterday. I need to wait for that candle to close. If it goes, it just goes. If it leaves me, it just leaves me. But I'm not gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm waiting for that candle to close. 2 minutes until that candle closes. I'm not gonna come back on EU until the next 2 minutes. Because if I look at it, it's gonna force me to want to enter early. TP3 on gold would basically be my 4 hour resistance. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, that's 215 Trades on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. If you want to learn more about how I use the 215 technique to basically look for entries on gold, not only gold but also on Euro USD. So I'm not going to enter early. I'm waiting for that candle to close. I'm not coming back on EU until that 1 minute candle comes out. Way more than I had asked for. That's what, 60 pips right there. So that's good. Gold is doing its thing. EU is retracing. We still have about 40 seconds. I'm not gonna enter early. I'm sticking to the damn rules today. Sticking to the rules today. I'm not gonna enter early. Well, it's only 30 seconds now. I guess I can enter now. It's fine. When it gets down to 10 seconds, I'll enter. It's above the line. Whatever. In it. So I just entered that long position here on EU. Yep, just entered that long position in the EU. Right there as well. Stop loss at my point of interest. And my TP, full TP, would be at my 4 hour resistance as well. The thing is my TP1 is right there. So I'm gonna go early in. Gonna go break even early on EU as soon as it gets there. Let's go back to the gold position. What's going on with gold? Gold is nice. So I'm in EU now, so let's just focus on EU for right now. I'm gonna go break even early on EU. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Want to see what this 5 minute candle does. Want to see what this 5 minute candle does. Gold. All right, gold is doing its thing. Don't have to worry about gold. DXY is coming down nicely on the 15 minutes, so that's good. So I need to see this 5 minute candle close above the hair on EU, then I'll go. It's at my TP1 now anyways. Hold on just a moment here. So if I need to see it close above, then I'll go BE. What's gold doing? Gold is doing nicely, almost heading to TP2. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades on YouTube, please go ahead and do so if you want to learn how to use the 215 technique to basically look for entries on gold. Additionally as well, there's a guest on the TikTok. That's my backup account. If you could just subscribe to that account as well, because I'm looking to start going live from that account as well, just to spread the thing around in a sense. So if you could just subscribe to that channel as well, I would really appreciate it. All right, gold is at TP2, my friends. Hopefully you guys have taken your profits there on that. should be a pretty decent trade. Someone did ask if we are going to be eating today, and as you can see clearly, we are eating, and we are eating big today. So we're in that buy here on gold, and we're also in that buy here on EU. Just want to see EU close above that 30-minute resistance line, then I'm going to go a break even on this. DXY is still pushing down aggressively, so that is super duper good. If you guys are in, but I told you, Talman, I said to you when you said that, I said sometimes slow is good. I did say sometimes slow is good. So let me know, guys, if you're in the EU trade and you're also in the EU on the gold trade. Can you just put both, or EU or gold, whichever trade that you're in? So I'm in this now. Want to see if I want to get that 5-minute candle closure above that 30-minute resistance. All right, good. So let's see if we can get that 4-hour resistance. Let's see if we can get that 4-hour resistance TP on that. Hey, Nunes, you see that, Nunes? That's why it's so good to stick to this strategy. Oh, wait, hold on. What? No. What the hell was that? What the hell? Shoot, what's going on? Damn, what am I doing? FTMO, don't play with me today. Do not play with me today, FTMO. Today is not the day for it. Today is not the day for it, FTMO. Not the day. Not the day. All right, good. Need to see a close above that. All right, good. I can see that you guys are in both. That's pretty decent. That's good. Need to see it. I need to see that candle to close above my 30-minute resistance there, and I'll go BE on EU. Just hit TP2. We just hit TP2 on that gold entry here. Let's see. That's a 70 pip move. Hopefully you guys caught that all if you entered with me. All right, good. So this candle has now closed. I'm going to take my risk off here on EU. It has just hit that 30-minute resistance. I'm going to take my risk off here on that EU position, just to be on the safe side. It has hit the 30-minute resistance, so it can very well retrace. So I'm going risk-free on EU now. It's at the 30-minute resistance, so I have to do it. It's just one of my rules. Once it hit my 30-minute resistance on EU, I have to do that. Good. All right, good. So good days today. Pretty good day today. At TP2, pretty decent as well. All right. I am happy with the results for today, to be fair. And just in time as well. Just in time, because we are, as you guys know, I only go live streaming from 6:30 to 8:30 on a given day. So I do 2 hours worth of streaming on each day. And it's now 8:21, so we're basically coming to the end of the stream here. So that is good. All right. Good morning, chef. Go check out after 40 pips. Nah, that's fine, Henny. That's fine. As long as you got some pips for today, that's good. We came, we were hungry, and we got fed. So the chef has definitely cooked up some pips today. Official KC, very happy indeed. That was a really nice entry here. Pretty decent entry here on the 215 zone. Price broke, tested that 50-minute rejection line. showed us that it had potential to go higher because we had that 15-minute candle close above that little resistance area here. Retrace, came back down into the zone, closed inside the zone, then rejected from that zone, closed perfectly in between that 15-minute rejection line and that buy line to trigger me into that buy. I'm not sure if you guys did take it, and it actually did push up. So it's a pretty decent day today here with gold. So that's nice. Let's have a look at EU. EU is yeah, it's at that 30-minute resistance, and as I said, if it's at that 30-minute resistance, I'm definitely going to go BE. That's the rule because it will react to it. So yeah. All right, good. All right, so that's it for me for today, my friends. Please, I ask, only thing I ask of you guys, if you could just head on over to my YouTube channel. That's 215 Trades on YouTube, and definitely hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you guys could do that. I would really appreciate it a whole lot. Additionally, as well, if you're on TikTok as well, that 215 Trades person who is on the guest list, if you could follow that page as well, I would appreciate it. I'll set it in my Telegram as well for those who are in the Telegram group, so you can just subscribe to that as well. So the EU entry is still early days. We're still pushing down here on EU on DXY. It's coming to the bottom of that range though, so we can actually see some reactions to it, and then we can have like some rejection on EU to actually pull back on that. So we might want to be a little bit cautious on that. I'm already on break even anyways, so that's fine. At TP2 here on gold, so that's good as well. All right, good. Very good day. All right, does anyone want to ask me anything before I close out the stream today? Do you think it will hit TP2? Gold has already hit TP2. TP2 was my 1 hour resistance. So it hit TP1, hit TP2. Damn, it's looking to do an entry 2 now. Yeah. TP3. Yeah, same time tomorrow, 6:30. TP3. Yeah, I think he does have the potential to hit TP3. Because DXY is still pushing down. I'm not seeing any rejection here on DXY just as yet. So I think it still has a potential to go. It hasn't even tested these areas yet, so definitely does have the potential to go for TP3. If it's a case where you want to enter here, I'm not going to tell you to enter here. What about Euro USD? So Euro USD, I'm already at break even at this because it hit that 30-minute resistance. But DXY is still pushing down. But I'm pretty conscious of the fact that if DXY actually comes down, it has this support area here which it could actually reject from. Goodbye, Henny. I'll see you tomorrow. Which is already rejecting right now. So I expected that to happen. I expected that the EU trade might have been a short trade because that resistance, that 30-minute resistance, was way too close to the zone. So if it does come back, we could re-enter again from the rejection from the zone. Same time tomorrow. See you guys. See you guys on YouTube. Okay, is this a short coming here? Is this an entry 2 short coming here? Yeah, it could confirm an entry 2 short as well for could confirm an entry 2 setup here as well. Look at the 50-minute time frame. What is it rejecting from? Can't see. 30-minute from that. Okay. Zappy days. I'm not taking any more positions for today anyway, so I'm not even going to look for an entry 2 setup for a short here.